Hello guys, so welcome to the refining pass part 3 of walk fundamentals here. So what we have got here is this thing, and it is already working nice. If I see it from front view, you can see this is creating some nice figure 8 here and in limit, not overdoing things here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'll select all now and make everything spline, and the moment you make it spline, you see this what I've got. So this is the importance of blocking actually. So I have nice overlapping going on and nice shifting of the weight, and this is looking really nice here if I look at it from this view. So couple of things are already working nice. Okay, so I'll just do a cleanup of existing graph here first of all. So I'll select the root and go to the graph editor. This is translate X. As you can see, this I have some keys which I exactly do not want here, something maybe like this or something. So I'll just come on this key, and this is a graph where I have up and down going right now. So I'll just delete it. You can see there is nothing happening from deleting that thing, and I can make it flat tangent here and delete this graph as well. So you can come on the same key and see what changes this particular key making when you are deleting or adjusting those stuff. Okay, so very necessary for me to understand that which key needs to be adjusted. So I'm just cleaning up the existing graph first, and then I'll do a refinement as per my requirement. And of course I'll remember the concept of slow in and slow out as well. So I'll just do a slow in and out also in here as well, so it slows in nicely and slows out. This will be good for me. And I do not want this. Yes, I want this key because it is creating some nice stuff here. And I'm not deleting those keys here. Go to rotation. What if I delete this? Because if you look at this, this is side to side rotation going. So if I delete this and confirm that what is happening when you go into front, this is really important that you look at it from the front view, that is this still making nice figure 8. Okay, so I'll just look at it slowly. It's going down and then coming up and then again coming up. This is making nice figure 8 here, and remaining part I can adjust later on, but right now what I'm concentrating on is this whole thing, and I can also make it flat so that it slows in, slows out, and similar stuff I can do here. Delete those keys, maybe a couple of keys here, and slow in, slow out this rotation also, not doing something which is not required, just adjusting few keys which we have got from Maya. So little bit adjustments here. Now look at this. Yeah, so it's looking nice already. So let's go to side view and see. Okay, cool. So this is working fine with me right now. Yeah, it's working fine right now. Okay, so say same thing which I'll just do some adjustment from on the leg. Here you can see this, there are a couple of popping happening. It's not slowing in and slowing out, and you can see there are a couple of jerks here in this leg right now I'm looking at. So there are a couple of jerks and going or crashing with the ground and coming up. So crashing I should avoid, and this is a popping actually. So if you look at this 23 frame here, this is 2 up right now, and when you look at this 24 frame, this is a kind of a popping. So basically what's happening is I'm getting a jerk in the knee. So this jerk can be adjusted with so many ways. Means like either you just move this down and that slow in and slow out will happen, or maybe you can adjust couple of stuff with this stretchy. As you can see this icon, but it will be too small. So this is how you need to think of how are you going to adjust. So I'll just take a first frame first. So this is 0 frame, this is looking nice, but here couple of popping here, this is slowing in now. And what I can do is move this to up a little, and here I can just say 0 to this storage. Okay, so changing frame by frame here, this is popping as you can see. So avoid those stuff, and then slow in and out. You can see this slowing in and out. This is very much required for me. And I can do adjustment very quickly here, and this is working like this. So this is a problematic situation for me right now. I can just say this and rotate this up. So I want a little ball and little heel raise, and this is not working fine with me, as this is also going forward. So I'll just move it a little backward and just see whether it is working fine or not. This is going forward, so I'll just move it backward here. Just make sure this is not creating any kind of popping here. So adjusting this with little bit care will give you a nice overall output. So this is popping basically. I can just move a little back and stretch it a little bit so it will slow down. Okay, so avoid jerks here, and then so started working fine. As you can see, this I am avoiding jerks in the knee, and it's already going in a very smooth way. I need to do a couple of more changes here, but yeah, it started working fine right now. So move it back as it is. It has a continuous movement here. This is popping as you can see. So I can avoid this. I should rotate the ball as well as a heel, and I should rotate a foot also, so I'll get a continuous movement. Ball rotation here. So wherever it's stopping, as you can see, I will give a little motion to this. So yeah, I'm changing frame by frame. This is this is something popping I can avoid. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so it's a continuous movement which I'm getting some nice smooth motion, slow in and out. Okay, so this is how I clean up my walk cycle. So I would like to do a little bend of this toe as well. This is a popping. Again I will move it back. This is again, I just want to move it a little back, and this is again popping. So move it like this, move it down a little bit, down a little bit here. Okay, and I can just say little up over here and toe raise a little down, little up here and toe little down, a little up. Concentrate on arc. Sorry, and this. Okay, so this is how I clean up. This looks nice to me. Now I can go to front view and see what's happening. Yeah, so it's looking nice, but it is shifting inside also, as you can see here. I want it to be a little down, and this is shifting inside, so avoid side shifting here. With this, avoid side shifting. So I have little arc going, and see it frame by frame what's happening. So you can see there's some popping in pole vector. So I'll just select the right pole vector here and adjust this as per the requirement. Okay, cool. So yeah, it's working fine. Okay, so this is how I avoid popping and clean up my overall stuff here. So I have completed refining other leg also, so that you can see this here. So are no popping and is moving very nicely. I can show you something from the front as well. Okay, cool. But this is not the exact timing. I need to make a play blast out of it. And before making play blast here, if you see here, we are just animating it 24 frames. So this is a cycle, right? So let's say I want it for maybe a 4 second here. But if you look at this, it will stop by 24 frames. So that's why we kept 0 and 24 frames same. Okay, I'm not going to copy the keys. So select all, graph editor, and these are all keys as you can see. And if I go to view and then say infinity, here is plane, it's constant, one straight lines. So these dotted lines are actually infinity. So if I change this last keys, as you can see, this everything changing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is select all the graphs here, not on the keys but all the graphs, and go to curves, say post infinity cycle. And the moment you say this entire thing will be infinite. So if I look at this, it's not stopping after 24 frames, it's continue. Cool. So this is my 4-second, you can say, animation. I can see it from the side view also. Okay, so I'll just right click, say play blast. So this is 480 by 360 which I want. So what I'll do is from render settings, and this is the default, it will come like from window, so convert it to from render settings, and this scale will be by default 0.5, so make it to 1. Next you say save file, and wherever you have permission on your system, save it there. So I'll just save it on maybe a desktop, say site, and make a play blast out of it. So now you can see this play blast is a little bit smaller here, and these lines are coming. My 480 by 360 is this much area. Okay, and it's not the area which is 480 by 360. So this is happening because of the camera overscan. So select the camera when you want to make a final play blast. Go to the attribute editor, and in attribute editor you have display options. Inside display options, convert this overscan to from 1.3 to 1. Okay, so now if you make a play blast, and I will override the same file, it will be full. Okay, so this is what I want. So this is my real timing, as you can see. And similar stuff you can do with the front view also. Cool, so I hope it helps you, and I'll see you for the next tutorial. Thanks a lot for watching. Enjoy animating.